So we're learning how to build websites, and if you're finding this video on YouTube, here are links to resources in this course. There's a YouTube playlist. There's also this. There's also this. There's also that. So you can check all those out. And we're going to look at CSS selectors, do a little bit of a review of that. And so I'm going to create a new folder. I'm in my editor, and I'm going to go to New, Directory. And by the way, Deja, we've recorded everything, so you'll be able to watch all the videos from last week and come up to speed. Okay. I'm going to do 026 and a CSS selector review. And who knows if I'll have more than one little example in here, so I'll just create a folder of 01. And then inside there I'm going to create a new HTML file, and that's going to be index. And then in the head area, I'm going to link to main.css, which I haven't created, but I'm going to create right now. There's main.css. And then I'll line these up side by side so I can see them. And now I'm going to have some divs. So I'm going to do 2 divs. And then I'm going to have, what should I have? 2 divs, and then I want paragraphs. 2 paragraphs. And then I'm going to have a div. And inside that div I'm going to have 3 paragraphs. And then I'm going to have a section. And inside that section I'm going to have 2 paragraphs. See the emmet? And then I'll have 2 more paragraphs after that. And then I'll have 2 paragraphs here. And then I'll have like H1 with the content of something. And I'll have 2 more paragraphs. And now I need to number all these. And when we preview this, maybe we'll do a little bit of formatting. And that's it. Just kind of get it in the middle. Reveal on Finder. Open it up. Well, that didn't do anything. Don't worry about that code right now. I'm just kind of moving it over. And we'll make our font size. I guess we'll keep that on body. Too big. That's 1 billion, 1.5. All right, so there are numbers. Just ignore the body code. Let's just kind of make it a little bit more visible. So with those numbers, and I want to do some selectors, and we learned that there's a couple of selectors. There's div p, right? And color red. And then we also had div like that. And we had like that, and we had like that. I'm going to comment those out. So right now, those are commented out. This code isn't running. They have comments around it. You can put comments into your code anywhere for documenting your code. And and your comments can say anything. Just kind of like give a documentation. That's how you do comments in CSS. In HTML, it might be 3 dashes. 2. All right, so div P, what's going to turn red? What numbers? What's div P tell us? What is it? What? What's this tell us right here? Who did their work over the weekend?
Would it be number 3 to, wait, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any P, which is a descendant at any level in the genealogy of a div. Any P that is a descendant at any level in the genealogy from the div, okay? What's this one say? Oh, well, let's just prove that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 2, 3, 4, wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, what about this one? What's the next one do? What are we going to get with that? What's that tell us? Who did their homework this weekend? Richard, Salvador, no?
3, 4, 5, 8, 9.
Yeah. So why? What's that telling us then? Div greater than P. Read it out to me.
All P's under div are like immediate.
Yep. Immediate.
Right under it.
Yeah, immediate direct descendants. Any P that is an immediate direct descendant of a div. Okay. All right. Oh, well, let's just prove that. So that should be 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. What about this one?
10 to 13.
What, did I do something wrong?
10 to 13.
Oh, 10 to 13. So any P which is a sibling and following a div, right? So it'll be 10 through 13. 10 through 13. What about that one?
I'm not sure if it will be just number 10 or would it be 10 or 11?
Just 10. Right, so it's plus like parties, you'll sometimes get invitations, you know, please join us, Todd, +1, meaning I could bring a friend with me, 1, or a date. So that would be like +1, right? I could bring 1. So it's plus P is like 1 more. So any sibling following a div, just the first one. What about if we had this? Right? I was kind of curious. Is there now a sibling following a div immediately afterwards? Nope. So it has to be immediate, right? See that? What about if we had this here and we had this? That'll still work. But that one doesn't. Cool.